us right now. We're joined live by OPP Sgt. Kerry Schmidt. Sergeant, always appreciate these updates from you here. So overall, what are you seeing on sort of the GTA area 400 series highways?
Well, the plows have been out. The roads are actually looking a lot better than some of the side roads and side streets, and that's where the real problems are. When the snow has not been plowed yet, it is hard to get around, and even I've been challenged getting up and down some of these slight grades. The OPP responded to about 200 collisions in the last 24 hours, so basically enveloping that entire storm. Another 150 or so odd calls for vehicles in ditches and stuck in snowbanks and that kind of thing. So that was what kept us busy over the last day. Fortunately, it was a Sunday. Hopefully, the volume was slightly less than normal, but certainly a busy day. And I hope we're on the other side of it now. And once the plows have all been through and cleared everything up, we should be in good shape. But just be mindful of those on-ramps, off-ramps. Those shoulders still have a lot of snow on them, and it's still going to be a bit of a slick drive. But the highways are looking much better today than they were even 12 hours ago.
Yeah, we're all crossing our fingers and hoping for better than, what we saw in the last 12 hours or so. Any fatalities, any major incidents, Sergeant?
We had one sudden death investigation that we're continuing to work on right now. I don't know if it was weather related or not. That is something we're still trying to determine. But that was the only fatal we had up on Highway 712, just north and east of the city. Other than that, it was mostly just minor fender benders and some minor injury collisions, I would suspect. Some jackknife tractor trailers, some road closures. We had some problems with trucks getting up and not being able to get up ramps, which shut down some parts of highways up on the 403 up towards Hamilton, and cars were stuck in that area. But again, mostly just frustration, people regretting probably their decision to get out on the roads, knowing that they're going to be stuck potentially in some bad traffic.
Yeah. The other thing that I noticed on my drive, Sergeant, was people either trying to pass plows or trying to sort of almost like, riding the bumpers of the plows. I didn't quite understand the concept there. I don't know where these people were going to be going. But just give us a reminder, too, especially if you're behind a Congo line, what are the rules? What are the regulations? What are you supposed to be doing to let the plows do their job and also operate your own vehicle safely?
When these full formation, those echelons of plows are clearing the entire highway from shoulder to shoulder, you are not allowed to try to sneak through, try to pass, and get around these vehicles. They are there doing their job. They have a tough enough time looking forward because they're throwing all this snow, and they don't need people right behind them trying to ride their bumpers and potentially trying to get through them. And many people think they can squeeze in between at a light or when there's an on-ramp or off-ramp, but it's just far too dangerous. They're throwing a ton of snow. It is illegal. It is dangerous. We did have a collision yesterday involving a snowplow echelon and a tractor trailer that was stopped on the highway, and a truck, one of the plows crashed into it. Fortunately, no injuries. The snowplow operator was taken to hospital as a precaution. But again, those kinds of situations are what shuts down the entire plowing operation. And so just let those plows do their work. They're going to be putting down the salt, and the highways behind them are going to be much better than the highways in front of them.
Now, clearly, the bulk of the snow, at least for now, Sergeant, is finished. What is the biggest danger on sort of the day after like this? What's the biggest danger, and what's the biggest and most common mistake that you see from drivers?
Well, now the problem is the complacency and the confidence that people think that, well, roads are plowed, let's get back to business. And they increase their speeds, and they don't realize that they come to that off-ramp, there's still snow on that shoulder, they get caught on an edge, or they hit the brakes and they slide, and now they're going 100 kilometers an hour as opposed to 40 kilometers per hour, which they might have been doing yesterday. And now they get themselves in trouble. And now we have the risk of far serious, more injury type collisions than just the little fender benders.
Okay, Sergeant Schmidt, we've had more conversations about snow and driving the last couple of weeks than I expected all year. But hey, we really appreciate these updates. We'll probably talk to you again even this morning. Thanks for the time so far. We'll chat soon, I'm sure.
All right, thank you.
Really appreciate this.